Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel, as well as my other YouTube channels, and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a UFO abductions video. I did not hear about this until very, very recently. Apparently, it's been an ongoing thing. I just had never heard of it. So I'm going into this. Human mutilations. I've done videos about the cattle mutilation phenomenon, and I came across this other topic recently, and I'd never heard of this before. Evidently, human beings are also being found with the same sorts of mutilations as the cattle found in New Mexico and other states. And as I understand it, across the world. So, I don't know. I've also done videos on abductees, and in this video, they kind of collide. So, yeah. I, I have long had a theory. I don't know that if I addressed it in the cattle mutilations video, but I've long had a theory that if aliens really wanted to study humans at some point, they're going to have to dissect one. They're dissecting, evidently if these cattle mutilations are the result of alien experimentation or alien studies, if they're dissecting cattle, then maybe at some point they're going to be dissecting humans. So here we go. There's a researcher named, let me get his name right here, Butch Witkowski, and he does a lot of work with alien abductees. He's found an alarming number of alleged abductees who come back with these same mutilations as the cattle. While the vast majority of alien abductees, thankfully, come back with their bodies intact, they do claim to have scars, wounds, and sometimes implants, things like that. A very slim portion of these abductees are found with these mutilations. These, like the same as the cattle. They're not alive when they're found. I'm just saying. They're dead humans with mutilations similar to the cattle. These events occur in many states. One such event occurred in Pennsylvania near the town of Northumberland. A man was abducted by aliens. 3 local farmers witnessed the craft taking off. A search was conducted for several days. There were 200 volunteers in the search. They turned that place over. They were very, very thorough. They even used dogs to try to track things and, to track scents and like that. And the dogs found nothing. The man's body was later found emaciated and in his underwear in a thorny area that had been previously searched. His skin was very pallid. He wore an expression of sheer horror on his face. So he knew what was going on. That's all I'm saying. Now, within 30 minutes, you're going to love this. The FBI showed up and took charge. They would not let his wife look at the body. The toxicology report found no drugs or alcohol in his system. The wife was told that she could not have the body for 6 to 8 weeks. One of his boots, this is the weird part. One of his boots was found months later, miles away, at the top of a tree, up in the top of a tree. I got none for that. This bears a very great many similarities to the David Pilati's missing 911 investigations. The difference here is that the left eye was cut out, internal organs were removed, the anus was removed, and 1 foot was removed, all with surgical precision. So, it's crazy. One of the interesting things about these cases are the videos of local predators. On 2 different occasions, such victims were caught on security cameras after the fact. The mutilated corpses lay in remote areas. On several occasions, coyotes and other scavengers and predators bypassed the corpses altogether. This shows that something unnatural happened to the bodies, and these animals wanted no part of it. They could smell it, they could see it, sense it somehow. They didn't want nothing to do with it. So I don't know. Stephen Hawking had a theory that aliens would look at us the way we look at anthills. We use insecticides and we try to kill off the ants and blah, 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 because we consider them a nuisance. If the aliens think of us that way, it is possible they're trying to find the best way to get rid of us. And if that's the case, the aliens are far more dangerous than many would like us to believe. Um, there have been instances where humans and aliens have fought, at least reportedly. There's a man who said that, what was his name? I can't remember his name. He talked about a battle at an underground base at Dulce, New Mexico. I cannot remember his name. The name escapes me, but he did the lecture circuit talking about that, and he ended up being killed, or excuse me, committing suicide in a very awkward and suspicious way. I'll leave it at that. The point I'm getting at is there are people who seem to think aliens are going to come down and benefit. It's going to be a benefit and a boon to all humanity. There's others like me who think that the aliens may have some ulterior motives. I'm not saying we should immediately open fire, but just be leery, because if they're not friends, we got to find some way to defend ourselves. That's all I'm saying. And if they're taking people and mutilating them and dropping the corpses, it's gone far beyond just, putting little implants and trackers or whatever and doing, hybrid experiments and things like that. Now they're dissecting us. And that scares the living crap out of me. And if it doesn't you, then I don't know. I don't know what to say. At any rate, just something to think about. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. There is a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. When the police detective, who happens to be a skinwalker squirrel, uncovers a plot by a paranormal perpetrator, he has to enlist the aid of his fellow housemates. If you enjoy a modern, quirky take on historical mythology, check out my new original novel, The House Off Farrago Road.